Yeah, fantasy baseball, huh? We're ready to go. Goodfellas Fantasy Baseball 2011. The commish back in the chair, ready for another great season. Took a little hiatus there, and I appreciate all the nice emails that I received from you guys during the football season in which I had to go absent. Great job by Jimmy Boy keeping up in my absence. I appreciate that. Anyway, we're now into the baseball season, and hey, we're ready to go. So, what I decided to do this week, because it's the first week of the Commish Corner episode 1, is that take a look at some of what people were doing during the off season. I'm going to highlight a couple teams this week, and then in the upcoming weeks I'll highlight a few more. So let's get started. As some of you might not have known, Jamie unfortunately had to have a little bit of surgery done, and unfortunately he had to have this done. But we're all grateful that he pulled through. Jamie, had everybody believing that there might have been something absolutely wrong with him. But as we look at his baseball team now, we now realize that maybe it wasn't a sickness. Maybe his sickness was that he was having something put in his brain, because his team looks great. And who did he come out looking like? Matthew Berry. That's right. Jamie, your team looks outstanding, and I foresee you being a force to reckon with this year in baseball. Great job on your draft, and phenomenal team setup. Good job. Moving right along, during the off season, one of us, or actually it happened during the football season, one of us got a new job. Junior's out there hitting the streets and working hard, and it seems sometimes that he's absent from the smack board. But you know what? It's just because he's working so hard at this new job. But what people don't realize is that Junior's actually in the back office. He's not writing down kids' names there. He's actually writing down his lineups and figuring out who's the matchup. He wants to stay on top of his game, of course. Hey, Junior, good luck this year. You're going to need it. You got a lot of holes. Don't worry. Zelasco's back in the league. He could probably offer you a decent trade that you could rob him with, or maybe even just wait for Jimmy Boy there to drop somebody. Who knows? Maybe Roy Halladay will get dropped again and you can pick him up this year instead. Anyway, speaking of Junior, we'll move along to Senior. Senior during the offseason is a grumpy old man. He can't wait for baseball to start. After what happened to him in football, he was ready for football to be over and move on to baseball. But the funny thing about Senior is, as soon as baseball season starts, it's like he's a whole new man. I mean, really, it's like he has whole new life. Have you seen how dominant his baseball team is this year? Of course, just like last year, his team was dominant. This year it's going to be dominant again. The only problem that Senior has is working hard not to be number 2. Good luck this year, Senior, and I hope everything goes well for you. But if it's you and me in the championship, you know who I'm rooting for. Jimmy Boy! Hey, found an old picture of Jimmy Boy as a kid. Yeah, good-looking fella there, getting a little kiss from his mom. But anyway, Jimmy Boy took the off-season, and rested and relaxed, and went on a few cruises, traveled around the world, took some vacation time, just like Jimmy Boy always does. Anyway, sure enough, come April 1, where was Jimmy Boy? He was sitting in the stands, waiting before anybody else got there for the baseball season to start. Don't let him fool you. He's the biggest fan, and he's ready for this season to kick off. So, unfortunately, I'm a one-man show this year. I don't have my cameraman, Haley, or camera woman, I should say, Haley, which I'm pretty upset about. In case you all don't know, I moved to California, and here I am. I've got to run, the soundboard. I've got to run the new technology that we got going on here, the overhead picture, and everything else. And so it's going to be a little bit rough. So I'm going to scroll through here, and I ask you to bear with me because, unfortunately, like I said, I'm a one-man fighting show. But hey, that's the price you pay to have the best commish ever. We'll take a look at what's going on in the league right now. Right now in the league, we got me and Zelasco fighting it out, only an 8-point difference. Hey, Junior and Steve battling it out, and as always, Steve's team still sucks, and he's down by almost 20 points. Good luck with that, Steve. One of these years you'll come through. Safco's beating Jamie right now. Safco really needs a win, going 0-2. He's one of 2 teams in the league that's 0-2 right now. But he's playing against Jamie, so I wouldn't expect that that lead that he has, the 11-point lead, to hold up for very long. And of course, Senior, he's dominating right now in the old man war, and we expect big things out of Senior this year. Just a quick recap of the past few weeks, or past 2 weeks, because let's face it, unfortunately I was a little tardy in getting this whole thing together. We had the big week there, and that was the week where Senior beat me up and put a 382 up on the board. Very nice. Of course, Steve lost, and Jamie won that week by a nice 50-point margin. And then Safco, of course, loses, while Junior has a very good 10 days. But that score there is a little inflated. His team was overachieving. And then Jimmy Boy beat Zelasco. Zelasco, again, is also the other team that's looking for their first win this week. Good luck. You're playing against me, and if I have anything to do with it, you're not going to win. In week 2, I squeaked out a win over top of Jimmy Boy. That was a close battle, and if Jimmy Boy had played the right pitcher, he would have won that game handily. Junior fell victim to Jamie's artificial intelligence, is what we'll call it. And Safco lost to Steve. Steve actually won a game so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised if that's his one and only win for the year. And then, of course, Senior beat up another victim. Again, just like the Boston Red Sox, you can definitely lose a season in April, but you can't win one. So Senior, don't get your hopes up too quickly. Remember, if all goes well for you, you'll finish in number 2. Anyway, like I said, I apologize for my tardiness as far as putting this thing together. It's a little rough this week. It'll get better as the weeks go on. Hey, it's the price you pay, like I said, for having the best commish ever. I'm out of here. You all have a good week. We'll see you next week, and hopefully it'll be put together a little bit better. I got to get used to some of this new technology, but it's great to be back, and we got another good year of fantasy baseball ahead of us. See you later. Bye.